Good morning, dear viewers. Welcome to this session. In this session, we are we are discussing about very interesting topic. We often listen a word called CAM. In fact, CAD and CAM, especially those who are in mechanical engineering and those who are in design field, oftenly we are using CAD and CAM. So we know that CAD is a computer aided design. So basically replacing the traditional drawings with the help of computers. So the mini drafters are replaced with computer softwares, especially like AutoCAD and other softwares. So with the help of these computers, if we can draw the engineering drawing or a production drawing, whatever it may be, so that is called CAD. And what is CAM? CAM is nothing but computer aided manufacturing. So basically this CAM is a latest technology. We know that the manufacturing, in the manufacturing field, there are so many developments are coming. Earlier, we used to have only hand tools and we used to fabricate things at the village level only. As the days are going, as the development is going on, so people started establishing industries and to meet the needs of the people, especially as the days are going by, people are very much interested in comforts. Earlier we don't have any refrigerators, earlier we don't have any air conditioners, earlier we don't have any cars, people used to go by walk, and day by day we are going for more comforts. Therefore, to meet these comforts and to meet the needs of the people, the manufacturing industry is also has taken new shapes. So three important things which are especially when we talk about the new industries, what are the three things is faster. Faster means we have to produce things very quickly. Second one is bulk, as the population has been increasing. So the demand for certain objects are very high. Therefore, in order to meet the demand, we have to produce them in large quantities. The third one is efficiency. That means whatever the products that we are producing, they should be reliable, durable. So these three things, in order to meet these three things, manufacturing industry is also shaped into new era. So in this new era, not like a traditional era where the material wastage, skilled laborers were not up to the mark. Therefore, the mm, man has been replaced with computers. So therefore, robotics or computer technologies, new machines like CNC and all these things have come, replacing human efforts, not completely, but to the maximum extent, so that they can do the toughest tasks very easily, accurately, and fastly. So manufacturing industries also started depending on computers. Therefore, CAM is a term which is a generic term. So computer aided manufacturing. Computer aided manufacturing. That means in manufacturing we are using computers. So in this video we are going to discuss about what is CAM, how is it different from traditional manufacturing system, and what are the benefits of this CAM, what are its functions, and also what are the disadvantages with the CAM. And also we are talking about in this video CAPP. CAPP means computer aided process planning or computer assisted process planning. All these things we will you can view in this video. So let us start with what is a CAD. I would like to share some PPTs so that it will be easy for me and for you to understand. For it easy for me to explain and easy for you to understand. So my name is Anand Padavala. I'm senior faculty member in Government Model Residential Polytechnic. So it is situated in Gajwel town of Telangana state. So what is CAM? As I said, the full form of CAM is computer aided manufacturing. So this is nothing but a manufacturing system only, but in this manufacturing we are using computers. So with the help of computers we are manufacturing. That's why it is called computer aided manufacturing. First of all, we will see what is manufacturing. We know that you want goods, then you want a certain goods. For example, if I want a refrigerator as such is not available in the nature, so we have to manufacture or we have to produce that refrigerators. So for which what we need some raw materials, and with the help of raw materials or components and parts, we will manufacture or fabricate or manufacture. We will do some operations, and finally we will make finished goods. So these finished goods are produced to meet the customer expectations or specification. So manufacturing is nothing but the process of converting raw materials, components or parts into finished goods which meet the customer's expectations or specifications. So simply, if you want to tell about manufacturing, manufacturing is nothing but producing goods, production of goods, simply if I can tell. So this is a manufacturing, and in the manufacturing there are broadly we can classify into two ways: but traditional way and with the help of latest technologies. Traditional way means earlier we used to have only mechanical or material machine. Machines are not automated; they are operated by human beings. With the help of these things, with the resources, we used to manufacture. So manufacturing means you will have so many activities. So manufacturing is not a simple thing, it's a complex activity, and which involves a wide variety of activities, such as you need product design. Whatever the product we want to make, you have to design first. So we have to give, suppose if I want to make a chair, or otherwise if I want to make a table, so we need a product design. So what are the dimensions of the product? I mean, what are the specifications of the product? That you have to do first. Without doing product design, we can't go for we can't proceed to manufacturing. So first one is product design. Second one is, in order to produce things, we need machinery and tooling. With the help of machines and tools, we will produce or we will manufacture. Third one is process planning. That means how to manufacture. That means before manufacturing only, we need a sequence of operations. For example, if I want to make a table, we can get table only after cutting the wood. So wood cutting is the first process. In order to cut the wood, we will take the dimensions from the product design, and then we will cut accordingly. And these wood cutting should be the first one, and after that, like that, so many parts will be there. All these parts will be first manufactured or produced with the help of goods and with the help of machinery and tools, and finally we will assemble it. This is what. So process planning is basically the sequence of operations that are to be performed is called process planning. Next one is materials. Without materials, we can't produce any good. So what are the materials required for that? What are the raw materials or part materials that are needed is to be given here. And purchasing. So in order to get materials, we have to purchase, because every manufacturing industries will purchase goods or raw materials from various shops or various companies, and they will give quotations, and they'll get they will issue purchase orders, and thereby they will get the material. So purchasing is a process. And manufacturing. Manufacturing here means real producing the goods. Once we get the materials, machinery, process planning and product design, we can readily start the producing the goods. So real producing the goods on the shop floor, we are here mentioning as a manufacturing. Strictly speaking, we can say it's a production of good. Manufacturing is a big term. So this is what we have. Next one is production control. You have to control, because whether the production is going according to what we have designed, whether it or not, we have to see, we have to check. So production control, you have to, is a part of manufacturing. Once the goods are finished, then you have to go whether the good, we have to check the quality. That means whether the product is produced according to our wish and will, according to the specifications or not. So quality check should be done. So quality control is a process where the finished goods are checked for quality assurance. Next one is the produced goods, we can't keep it on a shop floor, or we can't keep in our own manufacturing industry. So we have to sell. So marketing is nothing but selling our goods to various customers so that we will get some money. Every manufacturing industry will definitely work for the profits, not only profits, but goodwill and also profits. So marketing, without marketing, there is no meaning for manufacturing. So marketing, sales and shipping. That means once the customers are there, we have to transport whatever the finished goods to the customer's place. So shipping. And finally, once after delivering our goods and services, it is a part of the manufacturing industry whether our goods are serving as per the customer's request or not. So if there is any problem in that, or when the customers encounter any problem or any difficulty in and with that good, with the product that we have supplied, then we have to give customer service. So manufacturing is basically a complex activity which involves a wide variety of all these activities. So all these 12 activities comes under manufacturing. So in the traditional manufacturing system, all these things are controlled by human being, whether it may be a purchase, material, product, and all these things will be controlled by the human beings, traditional. But now, for example, if you take a simple working, here is a schematic diagram is given. So we have placed order, suppliers send the raw materials, and these raw materials are come to our manufacturing. Once, and here in the shop floor, we have manufactured the goods and it is gone for quality assurance. That quality check is taken place. Once quality is okay, then it is going for package, and from package it will go into our godowns, that is storage. From storage we will go for shipping to the customers. So this is a simple manufacturing world. So this is how it goes. So this is what manufacturing is. Hope you understand what exactly manufacturing is. Now we will come to our discussion, that is CAPP. As we said, CAPP is a computer aided manufacturing. It refers to so in general, computer aided manufacturing refers to the computer systems to plan, manage, and control the operations of manufacturing plant through either direct or indirect computer interfaces with the plant's production resources. As we said, in the traditional way, what we do, we control. That means human beings will control, whether it may be purchasing activity, whether it may be marketing activity, whether it may be shipping activity, whether it is quality assurance activity. Who will check all these things? Who will carry out? Only human beings. Here we are replacing to the maximum extent human beings with the help of computers. That means instead of I prepare a purchase order based on the stock in our storage, in our store, the computer automatically generates a purchase order. Our computer automatically give a hint that yes, the stock is going to be end. Therefore, in order to continue, in order to have a continuous production, it will pop up with a message that yes, you have to place a purchasing order. Therefore, human errors and human interference, human involvement will be reduced with the help of this manufacturing, with the computers. So either directly or indirectly with the interface, if the plant resources, plant production resources are controlled, that means computer only will plan, it will manage, and finally it will control the operations of the manufacturing plant. So this is what a CAM. So computer aided manufacturing often refers to the software. Basically, it is a software that takes a geometric design authored through CAD softwares as an input. That means, as I said, no, in order to manufacture something, we need a product design. So product design is generally made with the help of CAD softwares. And these CAD software, whatever the product is designed, will be given as an input to the CAM. That means computer aided manufacturing. And with the help of these design, it will automatically, manufacturing instructions are downloaded, and automated equipment such as computer numerical control machines, CNC machines, can read the CAD software, and accordingly it will plan how to manufacture. So this is what a CAM. So what are the functions? First of all, why we should introduce CAM? That means how it is different from traditional manufacturing. So we need to have some, it should perform some functions. Unless it performs certain functions, there is no use of a CAM, because already we have traditional manufacturing system. Therefore, in order to have advantages with the CAM, or if you want to deploy, if you want to use the CAM softwares, we need to, it has to perform certain functions. What are those functions? Let us see quickly. First of all, this introduction of CAM should improve the productivity. Productivity means number of products produced in a particular day or in a particular month, it should be increased. When compared to the traditional manufacturing, by the introduction of CAM, you have to have improve your productivity. That is the first function of CAM. Second one is, it should integrate various aspects of the manufacturing operations. As I said, manufacturing is a complex process, and it involves so many activities. If there is no coordination between these things, you can't get a good, you can't produce the goods in a good manner. For example, you want to have a continuous production, we need to have a stock in our store. So shopkeeper, storekeeper should intimate that whether the stock is there or not immediately. He should intimate to the purchase department that the stock is going to be end. So unless the purchase department takes a request from the store, then they can't go proceed. They can't place a purchasing order. Therefore, integrating various aspects of manufacturing is a prime function of this CAM. And it should improve the quality, as we are using the computers. So definitely it should improve the quality. It should reduce human involvement. This is a very important thing, because human errors are common. So when a human do some mistakes, then definitely it will, the job may be the product may be a faulty one, or the end product may have some problems, or the end product may not perform with full efficiency. So to reduce human involvement, this CAM's primary objective or function is, it should reduce the human involvement, and also it should reduce the cost of production. Because in this competitive world, if we can supply a better quality with a less cost of production, then obviously you will have demand for that. So the function of the CAM is to reduce the cost of production. Next one is to manufacture more complex products. For example, design of a nano material. For example, IC circuits and all these things are there. it is very difficult to produce with the human beings. That means tolerance of plus 0.0003 mm. It's very difficult for a human being to maintain that tolerance. So more complex and more quality products it should manufacture. Therefore, the one more function of the CAPP is to manufacture more complex products and to be more flexible in manufacturing. In traditional, flexibility generally will be less because the operator or person who is manufacturing, generally he will be accustomed with one kind of set of operations. He will be good at with only those things. So generally, that's why in traditional manufacturing, flexibility generally is not up to the mark. Whereas in CAM, as a computer, automatically if it can flexible, if the diameter is increased from, if it is increased, then automatically it should adjust with the according to the design. So this is, it should be more flexible when compared to the traditional manufacturing system. So one more function of this one is to be more flexible in manufacturing. Now, these are the main functions of these things: to improve productivity, to integrate various aspects of manufacturing operations, to improve quality, to reduce human involvement, to reduce the product, reduce the cost of production, to manufacture more complex products, to be more flexible in manufacturing. Now, we will go for what are the benefits that we have by using CAM, that is computer aided manufacturing. As I said, why we introduce CAM is one of the main things is greater speed in producing components. As demand of various products are increasing due to heavy population or maybe due to the latest world, we have to produce in large number of quantities, and also we have to produce at a quicker rate. Otherwise, other companies, if they can produce with a quicker rate, then people started buying from that company only. Therefore, greater speed in producing components. Second advantage is greater accuracy and consistency with each components or finished products being exactly the same. Generally, we manufacture manually. Suppose I want to produce a shaft of 20 mm diameter. So first time, if I manufacture by using a lathe machine or something, I may get a tolerance up to 0.1 mm. Second time, it's not sure that I will get with the same tolerance. No, sometimes it may be I can manufacture a 21 or I can manufacture a 19, because as a human being, I have some limitations. Therefore, but in with the help of machines, computer aided manufacturing system, accuracy. Suppose if I with a 0.001 plus 0.001 accuracy, if I produce a shaft, the second shaft also, first shaft if is produced with that accuracy, second shaft is also can be produced with the same accuracy, because the operations performed will be same like the first one, where a human being cannot produce with the same accuracy, but the machine can produce. Therefore, greater accuracy and consistency with each component or finished product being exactly same as the previous one. So this is the greatest advantage or benefit of CAM, where it is not possible with a traditional manufacturing system. Greater efficiency. That means efficiency of the machines will be more, and the final product will be more accurate, and in terms of tolerances and surface finish and all these things. So efficiency will be more. Next one is we can produce items quicker due to short lead times. For example, lead time is the time to set up before starting. For example, I want to perform a drilling operation. So in order to perform a drilling operation, hardly the drilling operation may take place only 1 minute or 2 minutes. But to make that drill on a particular job, we need some setup. Setup means I need to fix that workpiece, and also I have to locate the point where I want to make a drill. So with the help of punches or whatever it may be, I will make a point there, and also with the help of jigs and fixtures, I will perform the drilling operation. Maybe the drilling operation takes only 1 or 2 minutes, but the setup time will take much more. It may take even 10 to 20 minutes. So this is a lead time. Lead time means the setup time, which is not involves actual production. Therefore, if we can reduce this lead time, then definitely the more time we can spend on manufacturing, so more productivity will come. Therefore, by using CAM, what we have to do is we can produce more number of items that, and we can produce quickly, because the lead times it will take very shorter lead times it will take. Next one is less chance of for production to malfunction, products to malfunction. That means less chance of errors. So whatever the product we produce, as I said earlier, when we do traditional manufacturing, there is ever possibility because of human errors. It may not go through the proper tolerances and all these things. There may be ever possibility of malfunctioning of the product. Whereas if we use computers, there is a less chance. I cannot say that completely there is no chance. There will be a less chance for product to malfunction. That means less chance for errors, because the machine, only with the help of codes and all these things, it will perform accurately. So this is one more benefit with the CAM. Next one is can create more complicated products and unique shapes, which is not possible with the human beings. Therefore, more complicated, as I said, IC chips and non-using nano technologies and all these things. The dimensions in the range of 10 to the power of -6 to 10 to the power of -9, it's not possible with a human being to make such intricate, complicated, and complex shapes. So with the help of this CAM, we can create more complicated products and unique shapes. Next one is greater flexibility. As I said earlier, it is one of the major functions of the CAM. Flexibility. Flexibility comes under two types. One is product flexibility and process flexibility. We can use to produce something, we will have so many ways. I can produce one product in different ways. So different processes I can use. Whereas product flexibility, with the same process, I can produce different products. So CAM should give a benefit of, in fact, we will have a benefit of greater flexibility in terms of process as well as in terms of products. So different types of products we can produce, and different types of processes we can use. So this we will have a greater flexibility here. And next one is greater product variety. As I said, flexibility, when I'm talking about varieties of products can be produced. In traditional, generally in a shop floor, they will have a same type of things they'll start producing. And because they are acquainted with such type of, a little change in the dimensions they don't accept, because a little change will make the setups to change, and various machines they have to change and all these things. Therefore, with the help of CAM, by using computer, with the aid of computers, we can easily change the dimensions and setups and all these things. So various varieties of products we can produce. Next one is very important thing is reduced material waste. As a matter of fact, the product cost mainly because of the materials. if we can use material very optimum way, then we can reduce the cost of production, because more than 60% of the product cost is because of the materials cost, not only raw materials, other materials cost. So if we can reduce the wastage, that means we can reduce the cost of production. So reduce materials waste, definitely it will reduce material. Why it will reduce material waste? Because human involvement is less, therefore the malfunctioning of product will be less. Obviously material optimally we can use the material. Hence, as I said, when it reduced in material wastage, it reduces the cost of production. Cost of production is reduced not only because of material waste, also because of the lesser lead times. That means within the time we can produce more number of products, therefore the cost of production will be reduced. And inspection of manufacturing products is easy. Yes, definitely. So with the help of robots, or with the help of cameras and all these things, CAM involves computer aided manufacturing involves this. With the help of computers, we can inspect the manufacturing products when in a better manner and in easy manner, in an accurate manner when compared to the traditional manufacturing system. Finally, what we can say is better communication interfaces and greater understanding among engineers, designers, drafters, management, and different project groups. Definitely, the coordination will be very easy with the help of computers. Traditionally, the biggest task is coordinating with them. So if we don't have proper coordination between production department, purchase department, stores, sales, inspection, then it is very difficult to produce goods and to supply to the customers and to get the raw materials. So all these things will be with a greater difficulty we can do all this. But with the help of computer-aided manufacturing, better communications can be performed, interfaced with the greater understanding among all these departments. So these are the benefits of CAM. Now we will go through quickly the various disadvantages of CAD. So what are the various disadvantages of CAD? So definitely every system cannot be 100% efficient. There will be some lacunas in CAD softwares. Disadvantage of CAM. Mistakenly, I have written here as a CAD, but it is a CAM. Disadvantage of CAM. Work can be lost because of the sudden breakdown of computer systems. Yes, because we are depending on computers. So computers only give instructions to the machines. So in case of the breakdown of computers, what happens? The entire production will collapse. So it is very important that whatever the company or whatever the industry are using computer aided manufacturing, to see that there won't be any breakdown. In case of breakdown also, they should have a standby systems so that the production will not be stopped. So this is a very important thing. Time-taking process to know how to operate or run the software. This is very important because this is related to computers and it involves various operations with the help of keyboards and all buttons and all these things. So traditional way, we can easily understand what is a tool and what is the things, but it will be difficult to understand the software. Various codes they use, various methodologies they adopt, all these things. Definitely it will take time to know how to operate or run a software or a machine using computers. So it will be difficult for us. So the initial time for understanding these things will be more. High production or purchasing cost for new systems, softwares and machines. Definitely. Ordinary lathe machine, the cost of ordinary lathe machine is less, definitely much more less than the sophisticated CNC lathe machine, because it involves the computers and latest technologies, the tools and all these things. Therefore, when we want to use manufacturing with the help of computers, we have to have new systems, computer systems and machinery, and new softwares. Because not only hardware, only with the hardware and software both are needed, and these softwares are also very costly. So initial investment using the CAM software will be more, as the cost of the systems, softwares and machinery is very high when compared to the traditional machines and tools. Next one is time and cost of training the staff which will work on it. Yes, we have to train a staff, and training is not like an ordinary one. So definitely it will take time, and also time consumption for training will also be more, and the training cost is also more, because he is learning on a computer aided manufacturing machinery. That means if something goes wrong, the entire machine will collapse. So that's why computer systems, they come sudden, they may break down. Therefore, the cost of training is more, and also time for the training will also be more when we compare with the traditional manufacturing system. So far we have studied about what are the various, what is a CAM, what are the various functions of CAM, how is it different from traditional manufacturing system, what are various benefits of CAM, and also what are the various disadvantages of CAM. Now we are going to a new topic called CAPP. What is CAPP? CAPP. CAPP means computer aided process planning. So what is computer aided process planning? So let us go through it. CAPP is the use of computer technology to aid the process planning of a product part or a product of a manufacturer. So basically what is CAPP? We are using, as it indicates, that it indicates two terms: computer aided process planning. So process planning is there. Even for a traditional manufacturing, we will have process planning. But here we use computer aided. So if we use computer technology for this process planning, then it is called computer aided process planning. So basically process planning is concerned with the determining the sequence of individual manufacturing operations needed to produce a given part or a product, tooling, fixtures, machinery and assembly. So as I said in the beginning itself, process planning is concerned with the determining the sequence of manufacturing operations. For example, I have to go for drilling, milling operation, welding operations, or joining operations, all these things, assembling, all these things will be there, for which we need some tools and fixtures and also jigs and machinery we will be using. So if we can arrange in a sequence manner. So process planning is basically concerned with the sequence of individual manufacturing operations in order to produce a given part or a product. This is what a process planning. So steps involved in process planning. Here we have steps involved in process planning. See, first we know the design specification. Then once we have the design specification, we will analyze the parts required. By seeing the specific design specifications, we will go through the analysis part of requirements and selection of raw work piece. So we have to take the raw material on which we have to perform the operation. Determining the manufacturing operations and their sequences. So in order to make as per the design specifications, what are the various operations that I am supposed to perform, such as drilling, milling and different operations. So once I fix the various operations, sequence operations, then will comes for each operation, what are the machines and tools that we use. So we have to select the machines and tools. Once we select the machines and tools, then we have to select the tool holding devices like fixtures and jigs and inspection equipment. So first of all, design specification, then after that the selection of raw workpiece, then finally then comes under what are the sequence of operations. Based on the sequence of operations, we have a selection of machine tools, and based on the machine tools, we have a selection of fixtures, inspecting materials and all this. And finally, determining the machine conditions, whether the cutting speed, feed, depth of cut, and all these things, lead times, processing time, all these things we have to calculate. And all these things should be done by a process planner. Once the process planner comes up with these things, then it will go for implementation. So when we implement, whether we will do analysis once again, whether the required product met with the design specifications or not. If it is okay with the design specifications, then we can go with that process plan. Otherwise, again, if it is not properly manufactured the product, then we have to go for another process plan. So these are the various steps involved in this process planning. It is for either traditional manufacturing or with the help of CAPP, that is computer aided process planning. So process planning, there are basically two approaches in the process planning: manual experience based process planning or computer aided process planning. So manual experience based process planning means, so difficulties associated means human beings. The process planner will plan based on his experience. So you might have experience in the production or shop floor for 10 to 20 years. Then obviously you will have an idea, the sequence of operations, the tools, the machinery that are used, the inspection equipment, jigs and fixtures, he will be knowing. So he will be doing that thing. So manual experience based process planning. But difficulties with the manual process planning, it's time consuming over a period of time, plan development are not consistent. So it basically depends on the process planner who plans that only based on his experience. He may not be exposed to different process plannings. He might be having only some ideas, but he cannot go through all those things which are not acquainted with him. So acquainted to him. Therefore, so it is a time consuming process and it's not consistent process. Next one is feasibility of process planning is depend on many factors such as design, it based on design, availability of machine. Suppose I have a process where if I can use a sophisticated milling machine, then it is easy for me to do. But if it is not available, then I cannot include in the process plan. Therefore, it depends on design and availability of machine tools, scheduling and machine tool allocations. So all these things it depends on. So these are the difficulties. Therefore, in order to generate a proper process plan, the process planner must have a sufficient knowledge, experience and skill. If the process planner is good, then your process planning is good. If your process planner is not good, then the process planning will not be good. So it all depends on the skill, experience and the knowledge of the process planner. This is process planning. So computer aided process planning, in this CAPP programs develop a process plan or route sheet by either a variant or generative approach. Here computer only will do process planning. There are two approaches. One is variant approach, the other one is generative approach. Variant approach is an approach uses a file of standard process planning to retrieve the best plan in the file after reviewing the design. That means it will have certain designs, it will have certain process plannings in its as a file. So it will take based on your requirement, it will search which process planning meets with the various process planning which are there in your file. So this is called variant approach. and the computer will select the best out of the various plans what we have. It is not possible with a traditional process planner, as traditional process planner may have one or two process plannings, but it can use number of process planning in the file. We will have standard process plannings. So those process plans will search, and based on that, it will select the best. Second one is generative approach. Generally, when we go with a new product design, generally we will only start preparing a new process plan. So here is generative approach to CAPP. Generative approach means the process plan, we will not retrieve from the process plans what we have in the file. We will generate it new process planning. So according to our requirements. So computer only will, based on the product design, based on the requirements, and based on the requirements of the end product, it will only generate a new process planning based on various operations that are to be performed. So CAPP system uses design algorithms, a file of machine characteristics, and a design decision logic to build the plans. How this generative approach will be done? Based on the design algorithms, a file of machine characters, so machine characters, and a decision logic to build the plans. So hence CAPP is most critical linkage to integrate CAD and CAM system. Therefore, so between CAD, after CAD we should invent. So CAPP is basically a most critical link between the CAD and CAM. Whatever we have designed, and whatever the product we have designed product is given, the manufacturing can be done if we have gone through a proper process planning with the help of computers. So computer aided process planning is a very most critical link to integrate CAD and CAM. So advantage of CAPP over manual experience based. So it can systematically produce accurate and consistent process. To lead, it leads to reduction of cost and lead times approach plan, times of process plan. Definitely cost, it will reduce the cost and lead times also. Skill requirement for process plan reduced to develop feasible plan. So here the involvement of manual process planner is reduced so that he can do some more work. So for this purpose, interfacing software for cost, manufacturing, lead time estimation, and work standards can easily be done. So because we are using computers, all these things can be easily, we can do the software, I mean the cost, manufacturing, lead time estimation, and all these things, and leads to increased productivity of process planner. Yes, the process planner we can do better process planning with the help of computers when compared to the traditional process. So in a short form, we can see the benefits. So with the help of CAPP, it increases productivity, consistency of plans, accuracy of plans, capacity of utilization, ability to introduce new technologies. It will increase all these things, and it will reduce skill requirement of planner, reduces work in process, reduces manufacturing and process planning cost, reduces routine clerical work, and reduces lead time of the process. So this is something about CAPP. So these are the important things what I would like to share. So in this video, we have seen what is CAM and how it is different from traditional manufacturing system, what are the functions of CAM, and also we have seen the benefits of CAM, disadvantages of CAM, and also we have seen computer aided process planning. In this computer aided process planning, we have seen how it is different from traditional process planning, manual based process planning, and what are the benefits and advantages we have with the computer aided process planning. This video is very much useful for the diploma students, especially in Telangana state. We have a subject called CAD CAM, third, sixth semester optional subject. we have. So for them, it is very much useful. So hope you enjoyed this video lecture. Thank you, one and all.